Welcome to It's a Wonderful Life, and thank you for joining me on this special show today. I'm Peggy Hogan, Senior Citizen Coordinator for the City of Florissant. And the City of Florissant has the honor of hosting a very special event here at the Civic Center Theater, the Miss Senior Missouri pageant. And I invited the co-directors of that pageant on my show today to tell us about the pageant itself. So welcome. We have Peggy Eggers.
Hi.
And Denise Laffrey, co-directors of the Miss Senior Missouri pageant. So I want you guys to tell us about the pageant itself. So,
Okay. Well, this is our 25th year of producing this pageant.
okay.
We are very excited that we've gotten to this point and that we have grown as much as we have. This pageant is for women over 60, and you have to be a resident of the state of Missouri. And the pageant consists of 4 areas that you are judged on.
Okay.
The philosophy of life, interview, talent, and your gown presentation. And you can hear they're busy practicing on stage right now. And we choose a queen, and the queen is the Miss Senior Missouri, and it is not an idle title. She does have responsibilities. She goes and does showcases, she's in parades, she goes to senior events all across the state, and then she goes to the national pageant where she would be a contestant in the Miss Senior America pageant in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Yes,
All right.
and it's very exciting. So once
you know this because you have been.
I was in that in 2011.
2011.
Yes. So I must have been a real good queen, so they gave me the job.
Yeah, there you go.
So Denise, why don't you tell me a little bit about National?
National is a wonderful organization. It's called Senior America Incorporated, and each state is part of that, or most of the states. We have at-large states too, but most of them belong there. And then when they go to Atlantic City, they meet all these wonderful people from all over the United States, and that's great too. And here, this year, we have 8 contestants, and they're varied in what they do. This year, most of them are dancers. We have 1 singer, and then we have a lady who is showing her photography, which is a little different.
That's different.
She said at 28 years old, she became a photographer because she got her first camera. And it was wonderful because she has all her pictures, well, lots of them, on stage, and she talks about them. So it's wonderful.
Well,
And
one
our
thing I wanted to ask you, too, is about the Cameo Club.
Okay, the Cameo Club, once you're in a pageant, you belong to the Missouri Cameo Club, and we have meeting once a month, and we present the pageant as such, and everybody, well, I shouldn't say everybody helps, but lots of people help, It takes a whole church to put everything together, it really does. And we start right after this pageant and get dates and work on them and everything.
For the next year.
Yeah, for next year.
Yes.
Yes, this week we have, starting Thursday, we already have a show that the new queen has to be in. So, I mean, she hits the ground running. So, I mean, her crown's not even going to get warm. and she's going to be doing some things. And there's a Mideast Area Agency on Aging in Lake of the Ozarks that she has to be at, and then on a couple of parades. So, I mean, we'll just barely catch our breath, and then off we go with the new queen in the court.
I do know, though, from interviewing people in this pageant for years, they're used to being busy and used to volunteering all over, not just associated with the pageant. I know firsthand they're volunteerism, I should say, is in their blood. It seems like every person that I've interviewed, they have so many other interests and so many things that they volunteer for. It's always inspiring.
And those things are what they really bring to the. They bring it to the Cameo Club, and they bring it to the pageant, and that's what makes it so exciting. And we have to brag. We really have one of the best pageants in the country.
And it's right here in our great city of Florissant, which I'm excited about always.
This pageant was not always at the Egan Center, but we've been here like 7 or 8, 9 years, and it's such a great venue. I have to put a plug in because I'm Florissant. Peggy used to be from Florissant, so it's a great venue. The people here are wonderful to work for. Theater people cannot do enough for you. The staff is just terrific. And so everybody feels comfortable when they come, even though maybe they haven't done much stage work, you know, but they learn through everybody else, and everybody helps. They have big sisters. Each contestant has a big sister who helps them along the way, and anything, you know, they need, how to dress, what to walk, help with the philosophy. Everybody helps, and that's why it takes a lot of people, but it's a great pageant. It really is.
Well, and it's such an honor for the city of Florissant, really, to host this statewide pageant right here in our city. So we're happy to host this, and we thank you both for joining me today.
Oh, certainly.
And I want you to stay tuned for when I interview the Miss Senior Missouri. Joining me now is the reigning 2013 Senior Missouri. Welcome.
Thank
this
you.
This is Sonia Nelson Stowe.
Right,
Well,
Peggy.
welcome,
Thank you
Sonia.
for having me here today.
Yes. Well, let's start with telling us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Baldwin. I grew up in Illinois, but now I live in Baldwin, Missouri, and I'm retired, and I've been very, very busy with activities since retirement. And the last one just happened to get me involved in all of this Miss Missouri
I was just
thing.
going to ask you that. How did you get involved with this pageant?
Well, I heard about the Cameo Club and thought that that would be a great opportunity for me to be able to use my music to benefit other people. They do shows for nursing homes and hospitals and charity events, and then the funds are donated to charities.
Oh, so you're a singer?
No, I'm
No?
not.
What-
I play several instruments, but for the
okay.
pageant, I played the hammered dulcimer,
Oh, okay.
which is really different.
That is.
Yes.
Well, good. So tell us about your year as the reigning Miss Senior Missouri, or Miss Missouri Senior America.
Miss
Am I saying
Senior
that
Missouri.
right? Okay, there you go.
Or, yeah.
So tell us about some of your memorable experiences this year.
Well, I've had so many. It's been a much more fun year than I ever thought possible. I've really, really enjoyed the year. I've done many of those showcase performances like I talked about, playing
Good.
music, but I've also done about 9 parades and 2 trips to Jefferson City for health summits and to meet the governor, and then I performed at the State Fair in Sedalia, Missouri. So it's every month there's been many activities. So it's
good.
been a really busy and a really fun year.
So what would you tell someone who's considering joining you in a pageant, or joining the Miss Senior America pageant?
Well, I'd say go for it, because I never was a pageant person. I never did any kind of competitions, and I just did it because I liked that idea of performing for charity. But what it turned out to be was a real growth experience, a real exhilarating experience. And my life philosophy speech last year said, share yourself with others, do something exhilarating, and learn something new. And boy, did I have opportunities to meet those aspirations this year.
Well, I think one of the things that's so inspiring to me is all the volunteerism that I've seen with that, in the course of all these years interviewing people. It just amazes me.
It's amazing because the Cameo Club has to put on this big pageant every year, and then throughout the year they have special things at monthly meetings for charities, and then we do all those showcases and former queen shows, and they send the Miss Senior Missouri to Atlantic City, New Jersey to represent Missouri in the national pageant, where
That's
Caroline
exciting.
Corlew was crowned this year from Tennessee as Miss Senior America. I got to go and participate in that, which was a great experience.
Oh, that's wonderful. So I want to thank you for joining me here
you're
today on
welcome.
my show and here at
Sure.
the City of Florissant, and I wish you luck.
It
in
was
your
really
months
fun,
to come.
and I love the City of Florissant. When I did the parades, the Valley of the Flowers
Valley of the
parade
Flowers.
was one of the biggest and fun parades. And
we do have a good time here in
you
Florissant.
do. I really noticed that. Everybody comes out and really participates. I
yes.
loved it. Yeah.
Well, thank you, and congratulations again.
Oh, thank you for having me.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Welcome back. I'm extremely fortunate to welcome our next guest to my show. We have here in the city of Florissant, the reigning Miss Senior America, Carolyn Corlew. Welcome, Carolyn.
Thank you, Peggy. I'm so glad to be here.
Well, thank you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from outside of Nashville, Mount Juliet, Tennessee, which is a suburb of Nashville, Tennessee. And I drove here this morning. I had my little driving clothes on. Just got here not long ago to celebrate the Miss Senior Missouri pageant that is going on this weekend, and to help the reigning Miss Missouri Senior, Sonia, to crown the new queen for 2014.
Well, I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. Like you said, I know you just got here.
Well, thank you for having me. I just thought I'd throw something on and I could at least do something in when I got there. So I was a little prepared.
Well, good. Well, tell us about your personal life, a little bit about it.
Well, I actually grew up in California, moved to Tennessee in 1979. I worked with the Charlie Daniels Band I was on the road with Charlie singing for 17 years. I came off, I still work with Charlie in his record company. We have a small ranch with cattle and horses. My husband and I run it together, and we rescue animals, and I play golf. I'm a runner. I'm a big gardener, so I'm busy. And then I'm Miss America. It's very exciting. So I had to go to a lot of pageants throughout the United States. I leave Missouri and head to Oklahoma City for Miss Oklahoma next weekend. And then I go to Mississippi, Georgia, out to California. It just continues on.
Wow.
So.
Well, how did you ever get started in this?
Well, I'm certainly not a pageant girl, but I am now. My first pageant was when I went for Miss Tennessee, and I won that in 2013, early in April, and they just well, you're going to Miss America. And I was like, well, what? So they start long preparation. We have, you have to be 60 and older. You have a talent. You're supposed to be able to public speak, and we have evening gowns. We do follow the Miss America pretty closely, but there's no bathing suits except in the dark. We turn the lights on off. I mean, for that. But it's the most fabulous group of women, talented, exuberant. I was one of my favorite stories is Miss Louisiana. It was 93. Mm-hmm. She was a World War II
93?
World War II vet.
Oh my gosh.
Author of 4 books. Her talent was a beautiful monologue. She just did this she made top 10. She's wonderful, Gladys, and she still remains my friend, and she's very inspiring. So you can imagine the level of just the women up there when we did go to nationals in Atlantic City.
It always amazes me when I see the pageant here in Florissant. Not just the beauty of all you women, but everything that they've accomplished, and you've accomplished it. It's always inspiring, like you said.
We all have our own journey. You see the MS. We can be married, we can be divorced, we can be single, we can be widowed. We all have this journey that got us to where we are now. And I really love that about it. It is not about body, mind and then spirit. It really is about spirit, mind, and body. We have gotten this far. We have a lot to offer society. In the year 2025, 60% of the American population are going to be over 60. Mm-hmm. So we're strong and we're mighty, and we have a lot to do and a lot of things we want to do. Mm-hmm. And I am a fitness person. I ran my 8th half marathon since I turned 50 in the Nashville Music City Marathon. And I wore my Miss America banner, and I ran it in 2 hours and 13 minutes. And I really, my platform is to keep it moving. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, move. If you are chair bound, there's things you can do, and to not be sedentary. Mm-hmm. So that's what all these women are about. They get outside the box. They do things that are a little uncomfortable, and it opens up a whole new world for us.
Yeah. And I am impressed too by the volunteerism.
Oh my goodness.
With every year. It just
once
amazes
you do this, we're all in.
Oh my gosh,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing
we're
too, how much
very
time.
Participatory. And there is a lot of work that goes into these pageants, and it is unbelievable. And the fun that we have. I mean, I met lifelong friends starting with Miss Tennessee, and just coming back to Missouri and seeing your reigning queen, Sonia. I now want to say it correctly, Sonia. And we connected up there, and it was just so good to see her again this year. She's lovely, and I know that it's bittersweet for her, but they've got hard shoes to fill to follow her.
Well, gosh, you've had so many great experiences yourself. I'm kind of stuck on the Charlie Daniels
Oh,
band
yeah,
in my
good
mind.
old Charlie. He's wonderful.
That's exciting.
He's 77 and is still doing 110 dates out there.
Oh,
I came
my
off the road a
gosh.
few years ago. After 17 years, he's been doing it for 55 years and is still at it.
Wow.
So,
Wow. That's incredible.
He's something else. He's something to keep up with.
Wow. Well, and now on your list of accomplishments, you now have, besides the Charlie Daniels band and everything else,
Miss America.
Senior America. That's
Yes,
awesome.
yes, it's
Well-
been wonderful, and I've truly enjoyed my year. And at the end of the year in October, I'll be up there for the week, and encouraging the national queens and understanding what they're going through, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's wonderful.
Yes. So I just want to tell all you beautiful 60-over Missouri women, come on out. This is go to senioramerica.org, go to your state. You can start. You can paint. You can photography is one of the talents. You can dance. There are opera singers galore. There's I'm in a ballet and tap and jazz class at home, and there's just you can think of anything to do. So it's a lot of fun, and I encourage you, anybody 60 and over. You have to be 60, but there's no. You can be 93 and still enter.
Like you said, okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
All right,
thank you for
having
being
me,
so
Peggy.
inspiring to us.
Yes,
And
I love
congratulations to you.
Thanks so much.
All right.